6 o'clock on this Tuesday morning. Good morning, everyone. Thousands of Canadians are still without power this morning, and they may not have electricity until after Christmas. In Toronto, more than 148,000 hydro customers have no power as crews work frantically to restore service following the weekend ice storm. Elsewhere, about 140,000 customers in Ontario, Quebec, and New Brunswick are waiting for the lights to come back on. Hydro officials are confident customers will see power restored through the coming days, but people should be prepared to go without it over Christmas.
The prudent thing to do now is to plan for the worst and hope for the best. And so people need to make alternate arrangements.
I had to move out of my house and come and move in with my daughter because I have no power, no phone, no internet, and we're very dependent on that.
Back here in this province, a 16-year-old boy has been charged with second-degree murder while friends of his alleged victim honor his memory. Friends and former schoolmates of Karim Meskin came together for a memorial dinner at a Surrey restaurant last night. They signed a book of condolence for his family and a soccer ball in a nod to Karim's passion. He was brutally beaten during a robbery attempt last week in New Westminster, dying after turning 19 in hospital.
He was so quiet, but every time he would speak, he would have something special to say. He wasn't a man of very many words, but every time he said something, he meant it. He would never hurt anyone, and it's very sad to see that someone would just hurt him and be so mean to such a kind human being.
Last night's event also served as a fundraiser for Karim's family. A trust fund has been growing with funeral costs expected to be covered. Donations can be made at TD Bank. Tom Billings is still nowhere to be found this morning, so the search for the missing British tourist has been called off. A helicopter was used to check out an object on Mount Seymour. It was thought Billings may have used it as shelter, but that has been ruled out. The 22-year-old was last seen on November 25th in Vancouver when he was headed to the North Shore for a hike. He was traveling North America during a break in his studies. North Shore Search and Rescue will continue looking for Billings during its other search operations. Well, how do you find visibility when crossing over the new Portman Bridge? The Transportation Investment Corporation says it will be several months before all lanes on the bridge deck are fully painted and marked. Right now, the lanes are marked by reflectors and temporary paint, but it will not be until the summer of next year until the 10-lane bridge is expected to be fully finished. When it is, the lanes will be painted and marked in their final alignment. 2 space station astronauts have floated outside today in the hopes of finishing urgent cooling system repairs. This is only the second Christmas Eve spacewalk in NASA history, and it's the second spacewalk in 4 days for 2 U.S. astronauts. The pair removed a faulty ammonia pump during their last outing, and today they're working to install a new pump 418 kilometers above Earth. The external cooling line, one of 2 of them, shut down on December the 11th, forcing the 6-man crew to turn off all non-essential equipment. 'Tis the season for many things, and last-minute shopping is certainly one of them. Most stores and malls will close at 5 o'clock this evening, and with just hours to go, the rush is on to purchase those last-minute gifts. Pacific Centre in downtown Vancouver was very busy yesterday and will likely be a shopping hotspot once again today. In fact, a survey conducted by CIBC finds 67% of British Columbians have not done all of their Christmas shopping just yet.
Oh, to get the rush of shopping, and yeah, last minute shopping is always fun.
We try not to save it for last minute, but I don't know, it doesn't seem like there are a lot of good sales going on, but we're not really shopping because of that. It's just because there hasn't really been any time, or
I shouldn't be buying for myself anymore, but
Oh, you're shopping for yourself?
It's a little bit of both. I keep finding things for myself as I'm shopping for others, but there's a lot of good sales right now. Yeah.
And of course, it is already Christmas morning in a couple parts of the world. That means Santa is up in the air, delivering presents to millions of good little boys and girls. Tracking his movements once again are members of the U.S. Armed Forces at the North American Aerospace Defense Command. This is a live shot from NORAD Santa, and you can see right now that Santa is currently making his way. It looks like he's heading towards South Korea. There you go. You can continue following his movements at NORADSanta.org today. His last stop, of course, is North America and South America. All things going to plan. He should be in BC at around 10 o'clock tonight.